Today, we open one of the most famous teachings in the Bible, the Sermon on the Mount. In Matthew chapters 5 through 7, Jesus teaches a gathered crowd. He speaks about the heart, daily choices, and a life that can stand strong. We see a hillside, a listening crowd, and a teacher from a respectful distance. The face is not the focus here. The focus is the message. Matthew describes people coming near as Jesus sits and begins to teach. Picture a quiet slope at sunrise, with families and neighbors settling into the grass. Some are curious, some are tired, and some may be hoping for a word of mercy. The hillside becomes a classroom where ordinary life is invited to listen. The teaching begins with blessings. Jesus points toward people who know their need, people who grieve, and people who show mercy. He honors peacemakers, sincere hearts, and those who keep doing right under pressure. The message is surprising. Goodness is not measured by status, applause, or noise. It grows where humility, comfort, mercy, and peace take root. Pause with me here. The Sermon on the Mount moves from outward appearances to inner direction. It asks, what kind of heart is shaping the action? Next comes a picture people could understand at once. Salt and light. Salt preserves and gives flavor. A lamp helps a room see. A city on a hill cannot stay hidden. The image teaches that a good life is meant to quietly help the world around it. The sermon also turns toward anger and broken relationships. Instead of letting resentment harden, the teaching calls people to seek peace when they can. Forgiveness does not pretend every hurt is small. It opens a path away from bitterness and toward repair, honesty, and renewed dignity. When Jesus teaches about prayer, the scene becomes quiet. Prayer is not a performance for attention. It is honest speech before God, simple and sincere. The famous prayer in this passage teaches trust and daily dependence. It also teaches forgiveness and a desire to live in God's way. Then the sermon looks up at birds and down at flowers. Birds do not fill the sky with anxious plans. Flowers do not dress themselves through frantic striving. The point is gentle. Life is more than fear. Trust can loosen worry's grip and make room for today's faithful step. Near the center of the teaching is a simple rule for human relationships. Treat others with the care and fairness you would hope to receive. It is easy to understand and hard to practice. It asks kindness to become a habit, not just an idea. The sermon ends with two builders. One chooses sand and the other chooses rock. Rain falls and wind blows in both places. The picture is not meant to frighten us. It teaches that hearing wisdom is only the beginning. A steady life is built by putting wisdom into practice. The Sermon on the Mount teaches that true goodness begins inside the heart. It gathers humility, mercy, forgiveness, prayer, trust, and wise action. Together, they form a life shaped from the inside out. The theme is simple enough for beginners and deep enough for a lifetime. Choose humility over pride, mercy over hardness, and forgiveness over bitterness. Choose trust over fear. Build wise foundations instead of easy shortcuts. Thanks for watching Great Books in Motion. Great books still speak when we bring them into motion.